Hello and welcome to Tabletalkers Band of Iron.
Hi.
What happened last time?
Everything's already a mess.
We took over a capital, a castle,
Uh-huh.
Good job.
killed a fucking flesh monstrosity, and crazy lady
Hold
got a
on,
crazy
hold
looking
on,
stone.
hold on. I have disagreement.
I distinctly
Oh.
remember it not having
Sorry. Took over a bone monstrosity, the Bone Lord, and crazy lady got a stone from it.
I'm gonna turn everyone down because that was a nightmare.
You are correct. I said flesh monstrosity when it was not a flesh monstrosity.
I wish
It
it
was
was
a
a flesh
bone.
monstrosity.
It was a Bone Lord.
Take your inspiration. Let's get a move on.
I think I already have one. I do.
Give it to somebody else.
Are we
that how that
supposed
works
to
now?
keep those?
Listen,
Bashmir.
man. It's not supposed to, but like, if somebody keeps grabbing them, what am I supposed to do about it?
Bachelor, you have inspiration. You're gonna need it.
Also rude.
Who's the one who uses them the most?
This is true.
I don't like him having them though,
What?
because he uses them to save other people and hurt himself.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
rad.
being-
And the only reason the band exists is because he exists. So if he dies, this thing falls apart.
Occupation. What? That was not the word I was looking for, but okay.
All right. So it is.
Milk down the wrong pipe.
Gotcha. It is now post you guys actually clearing out the ruins. Tadori, and you stop belching over the microphone or I'm going.
I'm not.
Tadori has stayed behind
I did nothing.
with the rank and file of the Band of Iron. Everybody else is heading back to Bellinue capital, it seemed, to try to do something. I'll take it.
To grab the dude and recruit him. Instead of just saying, hey, we finished the mission. That was the plan anyway.
For the
I'm
sake
gonna mute
of it.
myself now because I think I have a burp.
And you also, like, should be off camera for the sake of it, I'll start the session on the trip over there. Think you have a couple days? Yeah, you have a couple days. Just in case there's anything you want to do before getting there and, dealing with people.
Ow, I smacked my hand on my microphone.
Stop punching the mic. I
I am
understand the
not
urge.
used to this thing being in front of my face. Shut up.
As someone who has punched the mic many times, I understand fully.
Bonk.
Ginger my ass.
I mean, I
You know
even
something?
moved
I
it,
have
but I still
never punched
headbutted.
my microphone.
Good for you.
You lay back up against the fucking wall in your chair. Shut the fuck up right
Yeah,
now.
well, I still have never punched my microphone, so suck it.
I talk with my
Maybe if you
hands.
sat in front of your fucking computer with your microphone next to your face, you would hit your goddamn microphone, so shut the fuck up. I'm about to go on a whole ass tirade, and I'm sure Arik doesn't want that, so shut up.
Actually, go.
You're on a ship
Okay, I just came back.
in the sky.
What I miss?
You're on a ship in the sky heading back to Bellinue capital. Nothing has happened yet in the actual session.
And I gave you my extra inspiration because I already had one and I did the recap.
That's a greedy
Okay,
thing. You're not
I had-
supposed to do that.
I had to walk away. I had to go do some things. I couldn't.
You should
Let's
let
make
us
sure
know.
we didn't.
I didn't know I had one.
What'd you say, Medina? Where to click?
Maybe he was upset. Yeah, we didn't level up or anything from the last fight, correct?
Negative.
Okay, cool.
That fight was too easy.
I'm sorry.
Villainous actions did jack and all.
Everyone was down at the end of the fight. Too easy for me.
I mean, I wasn't down.
You shut up. We had to give the newbie the hero moment.
Ah!
Right, no, I was absolutely down. Down and out and bleeding all over.
There you go.
I hate you guys. Shut up.
Just a quick other refresher. Ina did manage to pick up what you assume to be another soul stone. So, like, just if there's anything you want to say about that, now it'd be
Fuck!
Otherwise, you guys are just on a skyship heading toward capital. Save for Tadori, who is back at new base.
Oh yeah, if you ever use this thing outside of combat, don't.
It will fuck you up.
It likes the fight.
Ow.
You have to hit something.
Dana, that was
Oh,
being
no.
told to you. Oh,
I heard, but my brain didn't register. I'm sorry. Please repeat.
If you use it outside of combat, be ready to hit something. It craves a fight.
Okay.
Um.
James, stop doing whatever you're doing.
I needed to see the witch, right, about the thing that's going on with me.
that seemed like a good place to start. Unless you had a better idea.
And I talk to the hag.
I mean, you know that they accept, like, written messages. If you want to write one.
Yeah, let's do that. Right.
But you're right.
You guys any idea? What these things are, or this condition is?
Briefly describe what's going on, and then... Gotcha.
I need something to slow the process down. Possibly.
Okie dokie. Eventually you'll get a correspondence back that essentially states that they'll give you a quick examination the next time you are either in their neck of the wood, which is over in Salika, or back at either Rock Hollow or Nightbringer.
Gotcha.
What you been up to?
You want to
Is that
write?
you?
Well, I'm not there, so I wouldn't have thought about it.
Well,
Kind of piloting the ship.
well, at this point in time, you know that there's kind of sort of a maintain course, and you can manage that, unless you just want to be in the captain's quarters the entire time. This is over the course of a couple days while you guys are heading to a place, just in case you guys wanted to do stuff. The immediacy.
There is something I want to do that I meant to ask you about before session,
Go on.
and I didn't.
Not like we sat in complete silence for like 45 minutes or anything.
No, it's like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I got in at 10:05.
Oh my god.
Yes. What is this thing called? Rune crafting. A fusion thing.
Uh-huh.
You know how earlier in the week I asked you about the needles?
Sure.
Can I do this?
This being...
Can I put runes on individual needles?
They're too small.
Okay,
Sorry.
good to know. Though I actually was hoping that was the answer. I don't want to keep track of all of that. That's too much to keep track of, and I would get annoyed very, very, very quickly.
Oh my god.
So instead, and I do put some runes on the launcher, the needle
Yeah.
launcher, the needler. I'm calling it the needler from now on because I can't.
That'll paint a very erroneous picture in everyone's mind.
Oh, I hit my elbow on my desk.
Yeah, probably, most likely.
But assuming you had the materials and you're going for something, you tell me what you're spending, and then I pull out my handy dandy chart.
Needler?
There's no materials. That is indeed probably exactly what I was referring to. It is not what I was referring to. Yes, it is what I was referring to. I have 3.5 bags of gems, assorted gems.
God, please say that there's a total GP assigned to those.
There is not. You did not give us one.
Oh my god.
Wait, have we still even gone over the fucking bag of shit we got?
Gave
You
all
You just gave us a yes amount of gems, and you didn't exactly give us.
No, I meant like all the stuff we looted. Did we ever even go over all that?
I gave Thaddeus the list.
Okay.
I passed it out as people wanted it, and no one said anything for a lot of it, so I just held on to it.
Most of it was spent arming the orcs.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember.
Really not give any sort of an anything on the bags of gem.
No. Let me
when
see
did
if he gave a long time ago.
What, 4 sessions ago now?
Past me. Why?
Asked me, was like, I'll get to it.
I'm sure he was.
They very well just put off this venture of mine.
No, we gotta find out how much is actually in there of worth.
Or
I mean, mine's at 420 GP. I don't know what his would be at.
I mean, it's the same bags of gems, so if one bag is 420 GP.
Well, no, my bag was 500, and then it went to 420 because I used some.
For a singular bag?
Yeah.
Okay, then 1,500 plus half of one for 3.5 is 1,750
Blink, blink.
GP
What?
worth of gems.
That's how the math works out. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess
If
that's
you just
how
want
math
to
works.
blanket say all the gem bags are 500. I mean, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'll just blanket say it's 500 if they're full.
Let me just write a note saying 500 per bag.
That gives
So
revival people
record for
one
later.
revive each one. Yeah, sure.
Now the second problem. I don't remember how much to spend to do what.
Luckily, in this page, in this tiny notebook, whose paper is slowly degrading with time, I do.
Cool. Actually, I do know because you gave me. No, you changed that at one point. What's the closest increment to 100? Is it 105? I think it's 105 worth of materials. It's closest increment.
I think he has it right. But for the sake of your sanity, I suggest spending 110.
All right, 110. That's even a number. I should spend 111 just so it's all ones. No, 110 is fine. 110 worth of opal because force doesn't conflict with anything. And I can make adjustments to it or add things to it at some point.
And then the other 110 of moonstone.
Yep, the other 110 of moonstone,
Because
which I
everything
absolutely
costs
do
1
have.
to 1. He's gem crafting. Look at him.
Are
He's
there
making
Okay.
cool
stones in these
shit.
sorted bags of gems by any chance?
I didn't hear the beginning of that because Arik was talking.
So are there moonstones in these assorted bags of gems?
Can be assumed.
Okay, I don't want to assume that at the moment.
We
because
need
it
to
makes it
assume
harder.
that.
I have.
You happily
130
assume that there was opal.
I did, but I didn't want to count opal individually. And I have moonstone listed individually on my list. I didn't want to assume that it was in there. I don't want to make too many assumptions, okay?
Like, I refound my gem list. I could now just say, fuck you, it's all this.
So,
Very
That's
well, you could
fine.
do that, and I would be fine with that.
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because then, like, it's more restrictive.
Yes.
Want me to restrict it?
No. I just realized I didn't have my dice out. So 110 worth of materials
Change the
and everything.
subject.
Anything else you need to know before I roll a die?
110 on both. You're trying to put it on a Magitech weapon.
I don't
So-
think that is a Magitech weapon, is it?
It's one of the variations of it. I'm just using
It is
that to
indeed
mean
a
Imperial
Magitech
make.
weapon.
It's Imperial.
Yeah.
I don't think it has any, like, blaster properties. It's just Imperial make.
Good to go. Good to go.
I think so.
I mean, it's listed as Magitech. It just doesn't have a blaster thing. It does not have a blaster function, but you did send Magitech
Well, that's probably a...
hunting launcher.
No, there is a Magitech component. It's the thing that makes it go poof. But that's
Oh, yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So roll for your crafty check.
I wish I remember what to add to this.
Better had that written down.
I do have it written down, and I'm trying to do math, but math is hard. 31.
You seem to have a very high modifier.
You let me expertise it.
Okay. Still have access to expertise.
I still have 1 level.
Okay. Because you changed your class levels around.
Yeah.
31
1 level
on Opal to that thing. Yeah. Just say yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Stat, a change. Sent.
Cool. Thank you. Secondary question. The 110 of all the gemstone stuff, is that added to my expended gemstone list?
No, because it didn't go kerploof.
Okay.
Those
That's
are your
all I'm
failures.
wasted. Yes, double, triple, quadruple checking. No further questions.
I was gonna send you some secret information. There you go. Don't tell nobody. Alright, so at some point in time during the journey, you see Jodak begin like taking little hammers and chisels and inscribing some gemstones onto a thing. You've seen a couple people do this, and it's been more of a crafter thing that's happened in the last few months. But it seems that stuff that gets inscribed, these gemstones, has some extra stopping power or ability to it. Like, you've seen people transcribe some what appears to be like emerald stuff on their things and to be able to heal from it. or like some rubies onto their weapons and then be able to start a fire with it. Relatively recent. World lore. Given.
Woo.
God, I hope she's here.
Her character name is Imi?
Ina.
In?
Ina.
Ina. Okay.
What do you mean that you hope I'm here? Hello?
Listen, man, people walk
Hello.
away all the time.
I would say something.
Thank you for the
Oh.
courtesy.
You're better than I am.
Fucking Jesus Christ, my guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I actually have a different question.
I can
Around.
understand not saying something because child, but if you have any other reason, I would at least expect something to be said. But that's just me. You do you.
The others here are writers. Would you want to learn?
Cut out what? Huh?
Oh no. Oh no.
The others here have been taught to ride wyverns. Would you
Okay.
like to learn to be a rider as well?
I don't know if that's true.
It's mostly true except for Peon.
Yeah, Peon's there.
Ow.
He never got time.
But Peon could talk to animals, so he doesn't count.
I
But he
don't
turned
think
into a
that
wyvern.
that'll
into a
help
fucking
here.
bird.
He
Yeah,
can turn
but
into
that's
a
very
wyvern.
different. No, he can't.
But I can't turn into a big bird, so it's fine.
I'm gonna eat my microphone, and I'm not gonna mute it.
No balls.
What? Did you just dare me to actually do it? Is that what I heard?
He muted himself.
Are you hearing some things?
I'm dying.
That's the voice of God choking you.
I don't know if stream would appreciate me putting my mouth on my
Let's
microphone.
not wonder
Yeah.
what people would appreciate and what they wouldn't.
Okay, never mind. Some people are weird.
Hmm.
And I'm not talking about the ASMR.
I can teach
I'm-
Peon while we're here, since I forgot.
But if I can fly, I wanna fly.
What if Peon doesn't want to learn?
Too bad.
Okay.
Can't have knowledge, cram it into your ears.
Herein
You
lies
should
the
have.
problem. I do not believe that you have any wyverns on your vessel at this time.
Oh yeah, want to bet? Hey, Bartimus.
No. Hello? What the fuck?
Also, Peon's seen wyverns. Can't he just summon some?
I'm dying.
No?
I have a good chance of just summoning something that flies.
Well, yeah, but Bartimus is different. They're like a controlled, sane entity.
Unless I say do the rodeo.
Yeah, but then they're purposefully whatevering, not like...
Mm.
It'd be very difficult to train them to ride a wyvern with Bartimus.
So I just need to go fly out and catch one. I got it.
Just get your lasso and head on out.
Yeah. Runs to a rock instead.
I think that this sounds more like a once you get back to Nightbringer activity.
Yeah.
Alright.
It'd be a side quest. Just a little
Rodeo a
side
rock?
quest.
You want to?
Rock? No. I don't think I could take on a rock.
Because if Bartimus can personally attest that there are rocks in this area.
So there's a chance he could become one.
No,
Damn it.
there's a size restriction on him.
He could become a miniature one.
That's just a giant eagle.
I'm fine with that.
No, it's a mini rock. Shut up. Okay.
It'll fool some people.
It sounds like we're just gonna fast forward to whenever we get to Bellinue Capital. Yeah.
Hey, long rest.
Yeah.
Long rest. You get a couple of them. I have to roll for random encounter. Nothing that what's left on the ship can't handle. A couple days in, you get some huge giant insects that swarm up and they're like buzz buzz, but then, you know, the basic people that you still have on the ship, the crew itself, are like, holy shit, and then there's just a bunch of javelins and arrows and you guys, and they're fucking dead.
Alright, we also recruited that guy, right?
What?
The guy in the castle. He wanted to go to the castle. You recruited him.
One from the fortress was recruited.
I thought it was the guy who wanted us to go in there.
No, that was one of the I want to go grab this person.
Okay.
Not they were already there.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why you headed back to Capital. You wanted to go grab the person
good.
that was like, hey, go find books.
Gotcha.
I remember things.
No, you don't.
I do, though.
Orcs, remember to return my carpet.
You've had that since they got back. Wait. That's right, you had him.
Didn't ask for it back when we, got back to the ship and then left out again.
You find it on the top deck. There's just like a rock on the top of it, uselessly placed there to try to stop it from flying away.
At least they took care of it. No holes, bloody holes, or,
The only
excess blood
time they
covering it.
had for it was going back to the ship from dropping you guys off.
I said they could go off and have some fun with it, but they didn't.
Their go have
I
some
am
fun was
disappointed.
grab the ship full of the other boys who wanted to have some fun. And then they killed some fucking dinosaurs. And it was rad.
So they had plenty of fun. I am less disappointed.
Okay.
I need to put that back in this portable hole standing. So,
Do that.
just so I have it for future. Yeah. Just a side note.
Alright. Waits enough ticks to see if anyone else had anything else. Besides, it's okay. Moving along, you go back to where you have been parking your ship in Bellinue Capital, and you come in for a landing.
How? My train of thought immediately left me. Never mind.
Happens now. Up to you.
Well, we're here, and the orc boys were the ones who went to go find the mission, or whoever gave them the mission. So we need to follow the orc boys back to the quest giver person thing. Whoever requested the information.
Okay,
Of course.
so you want us to take you back to where we got this piece of paper from then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just go alone. Boys, hold down the fort. And assuming everybody follows along, you head to the place where they're leading you to, which is just a big old bounty board, and I now realize I haven't been playing any music. But
Oh no!
the background noise to help our long periods of silence. Oh no.
I
Might
thought
be-
there was something missing.
You're in the fucking call too for
I
the
am.
music. You could have saved me.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Hey, he's not responsible for your fuck up.
I got a lot of shit to run here.
Yeah, well, keep track of it, make a checklist, and you'll be
This
fine.
should be someone else's job. Okay.
It's a lot of hard work being DM. You signed up for this, my guy.
I'm not gonna take this. There must be repercussions somewhere down the line for this. I don't know what they are yet. But the Orcus leads you to... Well, the orc leads you to a bounty board where you can, like, see one of the papers has just been ripped the fuck off. And then they hold up the little notice and, like, perfectly line it up with the tear they made. It was ready.
Does the notice have an address on it, by any chance?
You read it, and it says that at the bottom, any pieces of literature found should be brought to the archive. AKA library.
Yay, the place with all the books. Got it. Go find place with all the books.
You've been there before.
Have I actually?
Someone has.
Oh yeah, we went to ask questions about the God Wars, and they answered a bunch of questions during the lesson. At
No,
the
that was an
library.
Attica,
Oh,
I think. Doesn't matter, you can find it.
yeah, fine to go find it.
Eventually you find this large marble, like, column is skewed a plinth. It's got a lot of columns and you're not entirely sure why. Building. Heading inside, you can see and, like, smell old knowledge.
Hmm.
And there is a desk where it looks like there's a bunch of individuals just, like, going through logbooks and stuff.
So walking up to them. Hello. You wouldn't happen to know who posted this notice, would you?
One of them will look over at you, adjust her glasses a bit, and go, yes, I believe that is old Windworth over in the... They say something in Elvish section. I don't think you can speak Elvish.
Nope, can't speak Elvish. And where exactly would that be?
They direct you. It's like, go past 3 different things, take a left, go up the stairs, down a hallway. A big library.
Alright, thank you very much. I'll just get on my way. Go find this Elvish weird word section.
Everyone goes along on Jodak's big adventure. This is not a misadventure. Everyone's here, except for Tadori. He's really far away.
I can read and speak Elvish.
Oh,
So can I.
Cool, you should probably lead instead of letting me turn this 20-minute adventure into another 2-hour adventure.
It's more fun that way.
I could do it. I could make
It's more fun to watch you flop around like a fish out of water.
hey, he's doing shit.
I'm making an attempt.
He's getting shit done.
I'm going to go find a section based off a word that was spoken to me and not written down. That's probably labeled with the word that's written down. So I'm just going to go wander around a bit in the general direction that they told me to go off into.
You heard it and know it. It's basically like one of those combination words that essentially translates to old things of a particular time and region.
Okay.
Like if I were to say, for example, like Edo period, you know where and when I'm talking about.
That's not how you say that.
Oh.
Got an O and a how dare you be wrong, so I'm just gonna take it and go.
I mean, it's right enough.
I'm an
Right
American.
enough.
I speak
mean,
English
it's-
and bad English.
It's not really my place to correct somebody's pronunciation of another language's word, but hey, I'm just trying to learn the language and
Go
the story.
ahead.
Anyway,
Continue being mean. Tell me I shouldn't have messed up with the music, and then tell me I pronounced things wrong.
I mean, if you're being literal, technically it's like Ado.
It's a different vowel noise. Fucking yeah.
I want to put a squirrel in Jodek's pants.
Do it. Slide a hand.
I was being facetious.
Shut up.
Oh no, I didn't grab dice. Oh no. I wasn't ready to roll dice in this dice rolling game.
I'm sorry.
it's
okay.
As in eto.
You don't need to do that.
Edo.
Well, I'm sure that if you just like summon it there's nothing he can do about it.
That's what I wanted to summon it inside of his pants.
Well, yeah, then there's no dice roll necessary. Jodek, there's a squirrel in your pants.
Actually, it's about 4.
Oh, Jesus.
The only one who could put them there is Peon. So they're all getting psychic daggers, just so I can continue walking and pretend that nothing's happened.
You have to throw things. Like, that's a physical attack.
You're right.
They're not doing
You're very
anything
right.
bad. They're just there.
But no. I can't just kick them down my pants leg, shake them out.
You probably can't.
What am I listening to?
If I can, I want to attempt to do that first.
There are squirrels. Ah, kick, kick. They scamper away.
Do you think they're gonna yell at us when we leave just squirrels in the library?
I don't know why you leaving squirrels in the library, Jodek.
I don't know. I thought they might like it here. The old wooden smell.
Understandable.
You see one of them go over to a bookshelf, sniff it, then you like visibly see a line of dust go from the book into its nostrils. It coughs and hacks for a bit, falls down, dies, and then disappears.
Oh my god.
See what you did to the squirrel, Jodek. It's all your fault.
How was I supposed to know they weaponized dust?
I don't know, psychic boy, you should have known.
I can't see the future. Wait, yeah, I can.
Oh my god.
That is literally your entire shtick. What the fuck?
Okay. You guys make it to the section that you're looking for.
Alright, I do need to watch some
This is the right section, right?
I didn't mute myself. Oops.
Fine.
Oh
You
no.
You head in, and there's no reining in the chaos on this episode. You head inside, and there's an individual on a desk, kind of like scouring through old tomes. You see a big, like, mound of books on a nearby table. They seem pretty absorbed in their current work.
I mean, you're not supposed to interrupt someone when they're reading.
Might be here for a while, then.
But it's a big tome, so I should go introduce myself. Just slightly knock on the table next to him.
What? Huh? They look over at you. Hello there.
Hello, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's fine.
Are you the one that I was looking for? Are you the one that posted this notice?
Oh, yes, I am. Have you found something?
Just to be clear, the notice does make reference to the castle.
Yeah. It gives a general where it is and, like, bring old tomes too.
My group and I went and cleared out the castle if you want to come.
They
Correct
kind of like
tones and notes are there.
lean forward a bit and adjust their glasses a bit. You're saying you've cleaned out that place? It was overrun the last time we sent anyone there.
Oh, it definitely was. There was more. There was more there than we thought there was initially.
Oh,
But we got it done, I think. I didn't see anything as we were leaving.
so you're saying that we'd be free to send people over there to gather the tomes and bring them back here, or we could study them in safety.
I would prefer you just come look at it. I don't know how hazardous the area is right now. I'd rather keep it to a small number that we can easily bring back and forth, you know?
But with the supposed amount of knowledge in that area, we couldn't possibly scour it all in a short time frame. It'd be far more efficient to have it here where everyone could access it.
Indeed it would be. You should have come along then.
He says to the voice sending a message over Discord. Out loud response to a written message that no one else can see.
That's
No.
not my job. That's Fashioner's job. Don't let me talk to people if you expect them to be recruited. I'm sorry,
Bow back.
I forgot what I just said. I lost my train of thought.
Good job.
The place seems very worn down, in my opinion. So, I don't know how much of it is actually still viable.
Well, we can send an
You sounded mean.
expedition with some carts and they can very carefully load things in and we can get them all back. Whatever we happen to be able to salvage, we'll gladly pay you for all of it, regardless of the salvageability or not.
I don't know how to say this without potentially sounding rude. At all.
Well, that is not a good way to start that sentence.
I know it is not, and I'm very sorry. But, my boss over there, who I think came with me, wanted to have a discussion with you, an offer for you.
Throwing him in front of the carriage, aren't you?
Yeah, very much so. I don't do this. And long and short of it, he wants you to come work with us. So that we can not monopolize, that's the wrong word. He wants you to come work with us. That's how I'm gonna leave it.
Well, should I direct my response to you or to your boss?
Probably to him, I will mess it up. You have seen how I've worded my sentences thus far.
You're fine if a bit blunt. You
That's honestly
there,
the first
sir.
time I've gotten that.
He says, looking at Vashni.
Come again?
You there, sir.
Yes.
I offer my sincerest apologies, but I'd much rather stick with my archive. As I've told your companion, I will gladly pay for whatever it is you can bring me, but I do not desire to strike out on my own, as it were.
Let's see, James is messing.
You got this. There is an argument to be made. You've got this.
You say you want to stay here, correct?
Yes, I would much prefer that.
Why is that?
I know this building, I know these people. I've been doing it for a very long time.
That's understandable. We find more books. Please.
Say
I
again?
need too much of. You want us to find books, correct? Certain homes.
I have a specialization in this particular era. And I've been told that there are books of this era in that place. As such.
And if we were to find more for other places, it would take a very great deal of time to get them back to you.
Well, yes, that is a necessary proponent of it, but if once they are here, they can be looked at in safety and added to greater archives. Instead of being kept separate.
Or we could get raided and they potentially be destroyed along the trip here. You two with us, at least you'd have the knowledge.
One moment, I feel like I need to sneeze. But it's doing that thing where I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to sneeze. So I'm in hell for like 10 seconds.
Bless you.
You have been blessed.
I'll take it. Okay, so the last thing you said was, what if you get raided and... What if this place gets raided and the stuff is, like, destroyed,
Oh,
right?
no, that's, I'm saying if we were to find books and have them transported back and the caravan gets raided.
Well, then that is a tragedy, but oftentimes bandits don't know what to do with books, so they end up selling them to people anyway. They will find their way back. Of course, if you strapping adventurer types would like to run protection on a couple of caravans, or this very caravan to take the books back from the fortress that you've apparently cleared out, we could pay you some additional funds.
James, James, you're muted. James, you're.
I
James,
think it might be for the best.
I'm trying to remember what he said to me. I'm trying to I forgot to write it down.
Essentially, the stuff that he's been saying is like, yes, I want the books. No, I don't want to go anywhere. No, I don't want to send anyone to go anywhere. I want them here, at this location. That seems to be his stance at the moment.
I think all I really heard from James's end was money. Thanks.
Money!
You don't need to hear what I'm saying. I am merely pitching.
Money!
Unfortunately, I can hear you at every given point. That's
Your mic.
not how that works.
I'm fairly certain this guy doesn't care for money. He's gonna transfer all these.
No, he's an elf. He's an old elf that cares about knowledge.
You hear me, Eric?
You guys, what?
I'm just watching the sad bird.
What?
Me-
There's a sad bird in the chat.
Bad bird.
Sad
Okay.
bird. Sad bird. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. You guys want to talk about what, like, conversation strategy you want to use on this guy above the table? Go for it. I'll give you a couple minutes to do so. I don't know if it's really necessary, but, like, go for it.
Hey Thaddeus, do you have a life-size bag of holding?
I have several portable holes I can shove someone in.
Gotcha.
You guys are
I'll
mean.
throw it
Are you trying to kidnap this guy?
It's not kidnapping, it's elf-napping. He's not.
He's actually quite old.
So
Does he look actually old, or is he like?
It's definitely getting on in years.
We can always steal his entire archive and put it in the actual castle.
That wouldn't work. That's not what they're arguing for. They're arguing for this location and its collective knowledge.
like the Grand Library of Alexandria, whatever it is. Great Library of Alexandria?
Fuck this dude and his shit. He needs to come work for us.
Counterpoint. Alliances.
Why? We just ask him to research the stuff and then send us information.
Hey, Thaddeus. Hey, Thaddeus.
What?
Do we as a group, have literally anybody on the knowledge side to research stuff for us? Who?
Therapy hack.
That does not count. That does not count. That's nowhere near that. That is nowhere near that. To get any amount of information from her, it costs us something.
And you're assuming he can read, she can read.
To do any amount of
very
researching,
well.
you're suggesting we go to a therapy hag who herself, more than likely, needs the most amount of therapy.
Tadori can no longer give anyone his word anymore.
I can't say the word. I have to say the word were.
That's very confusing in context.
She thought it was funny.
So no, it's not a good idea. Shame on you.
Then Trinket.
Trinket is a
Mage.
cleric who was really good at bonking things and really good at healing us when we fucked up. And he already has a little temple that he is using to heal people. He's kind of busy.
Again.
You got another one? 3 for 3, man. I can go all day.
I mean, give me a second. I'll think of a third person that we've met. That's obviously good
Okay,
for research.
Matt is not. It's not one of our retinue, motherfucker. Matt doesn't count as one of our retinue. And I literally said one of ours.
I was going to say Filbert.
Yeah.
That is so far beyond the fuck.
That's why he was out there choice.
You guys are coming up with not any solutions here.
We need an archivist and a researcher. It's the one thing this band is missing. That was Tadori's argument when we fucking did this. We need an archivist. We need someone to archive our shit. We need to recruit someone to look after these books and archive them for us. Otherwise, what the fuck was the point?
I feel like I kind of sort of can't give suggestions here. Or shouldn't. It's frowned upon. But just laying all the facts down. This is obviously someone who has some amount of sway in this grander archive group, right? If they're able to just say, oh, we'll pay you extra for everything, right? Either that or they're sitting on the largest of nest eggs. So logically, if they're connected with the grander archive thing, there are people in that are probably good at that. So maybe not as an end goal, but as a connection point for other things. I don't want to push too hard. I think I've said slightly too much already.
I still want to rival.
That's rude. I don't know if anyone picked up what I was like. Rude. Laying down.
I have an idea of what you're saying, but also don't. You think he will jump ship if we offer him the magic 8-ball? It's an orb of infinite knowledge.
It's not infinite. Part 1.
It's a node of vast
Finite
amount of knowledge.
Well, it's not the 8 ball.
Also, I think your group's attached to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not giving that up.
You kidnap him. Have him upload all of his knowledge.
I mean, that's another way to go.
Oh yeah, I could just eat him.
Don't do that, Jesus Christ.
And then I have all of his knowledge.
He's thinking
Just
outside
letting you know
the
I'm back.
box.
Arik, Discord messages.
What?
Private messages.
What? Looks,
Not private.
don't see.
No.
Looks at the band of iron chat.
Entering the band of iron.
Stares at.
James is typing.
James is typing.
James is typing.
Still typing. It's like 3 spelling errors, I can tell. He's fixing them right now. Why? Is that a thing? Type back caps lock WHAT question mark?
Eric, you
Aha.
don't need to say it out loud. He can hear you.
Clicks.
I'm trying to get out for.
Tongue. Well.
Eric, he can hear you. What is happening?
I'm having fun. Don't yell at me. So,
I fucking hate you.
you
Stop.
figure out exactly what's going on. Then I'll just appropriately. So, like, you're thinking. Oh, wait. So, like, you're thinking, gotta go and be gone. Caleb is typing. I'll see what stat is later.
Caleb's not typing.
Oh, it's just I hit the wrong button. Probably not.
Already? Jesus.
Dots.
Okay.
That means I'd have to get dressed. No.
Okay, comma space. James, if you're not good, just say so.
Oh, our month is over.
Oh, can't believe it.
It was
Yeah,
so
I've
short.
I
Guess
know,
what?
the
Guess
shortest
what?
month.
Now it's my month.
It
It's
is
my birthday
Women's
month.
Oh,
No, it's my
It's
birthday
also
month.
Women History Month.
Is it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, well, fuck other women. My month. Fuck them.
No,
the
it's my
birthday of Women's
dad's
History
month. My dad's birthday is this month.
Bitch, I called it first.
By extension, it's still my month.
Shut up.
okay, well,
So
we
I'm
have
the
a
one who's-
potential have to stop the session button because James and Hope might have to run away. So that's fun.
Again, I forgot to change my
emphasize.
profile.
Your words! It's typing!
I heard him scream or yell really
Yep.
loud, and then, like, that's it.
Yeah,
Don't emphasize your words with clapping!
Why not?
it hurts.
No!
No.
Because it makes you look like a douchebag.
Fuck you, bitch. I actually got that bad habit a long time ago because of my friends in high school. So I used to actually emphasize my words by clapping, and James is just like, if you don't stop clapping, I'm gonna slap you. I'm just like, oh, okay. He never did. Never will, but it got me to stop doing it.
I don't know in what reality you're like, I'll send a message that's like, I might be going to the hospital here in like 5 minutes, and that doesn't completely derail everything.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we're just having a nice conversation about eating this guy, potentially.
Do
What
it, you
the
won't.
fuck? Hold up.
Yeah, no balls.
Do it, you won't. No balls.
I don't feel like I gotta.
No. No. No.
Don't do that.
No. I would like
Faster
to-
saying no. Faster saying
Ashley
no.
says, no, I'm not doing it. Good. Cool. I wasn't going to anyway.
So I guess, in order to get things back on track,
James has to go to the hospital.
is that a confirmation?
No. No, that's how we get things back on track, because I do what I said I probably have to do. It has been 5 minutes. Ow!
He was saying remove himself from the situation.
Ow! Oh.
If
But I'm
it
good
hurts,
now. I don't have to go. I'm good.
if it
Okay.
hurts to move, you should probably go anyway.
No, it's not hurting to move. It's just hurting in general, but it's not that bad. It's gone away. I just don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I didn't even hold it for very long. It was just, I was just sitting here, and she was in the bathroom, so I was just like, I'll give it a minute. And then that minute turned into excruciating pain. Oh.
I apologize.
So, if it's available, the thing I am obligated to say is, at your earliest convenience, seek medical confirmation.
Yeah,
He doesn't have work tomorrow. No, he
I
does.
do have work
What?
tomorrow.
What the fuck? Why did I think it was what the? I thought it was Wednesday. God damn it. Anyway.
So,
None of that.
Thursday.
Done fucked up my
But it is
schedule.
Wednesday.
We gotta
No,
do
wait,
this.
well,
We gotta
shut
do
up.
the shifty day.
Shut up.
I-
Because-
Hate you.
It's not a month anymore. We can't be doing that shit anymore, Thaddeus.
That's right.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
You keep that shit in your month. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Shame on you. You're 17 minutes over. Shame.
Jesus, everybody's not supposed to pile on.
Wait till next
That's
year.
how really
I'll
bad
wear it on
things start.
extra thick.
For the last
Christ.
6 years, nothing but bad things have happened to me, so.
Right. So, James isn't currently going to the hospital, but we'll find out
Not yet.
as we go.
I apologize.
If
Can
shit
you let the
gets
poor man talk?
if shit gets real, like just say so, my dude. Okay?
That's why I sent the message. Because I
Yeah.
thought shit was getting real, and then it calmed down.
Okay.
You've been
So-
drinking enough cranberry juice?
Yes.
As you were saying, Eric.
The last thing that was happening before that is
Maybe eating the librarian.
No, we're
yeah,
not.
above table
didn't happen.
conversations. What method or means of like argument do you want to use, and what's your intended goal with talking with this guy? I floated a thing. I don't know if you picked up. That's one potential thing. Shoving them in a bag or consuming all of their knowledge is also a possible way. Though God knows I can't suggest it.
There's our plans B and C, both of
really?
which I do not intend to go down.
But you don't have a plan. And you know what? I'll let things happen as they happen. Do you have anything to talk with each other, like above table, everybody, to whatever, before we bring it back in game?
mean, this guy's whole thing was going for the pursuit of knowledge, but from the safety of his own little private domicile here. Why not land him? Like, give him something in return. He's looking to give us something when we don't want anything, nor do we need anything that he's going to give. Like, woo, we did a thing, he may give us like 1,000,000 gold. Woo, what the fuck ever. We have more than that. We don't need it.
Wartime's very profitable for Orky boys.
What we need is him. That's it.
People like him.
Or that.
So I believe we should just go with whatever you're saying right now.
Or
Go bring the books to him,
or
and
you
strike a
don't
deal
do
with
that,
him.
because we need those books of on our own. So we could subvert this fucker and go with one of his proteges. Because a younger, less experienced elf that still is knowledgeable is still better than zilch, which is what we got right now.
We could just ask him for the knowledge that's contained in the book.
That's not the point that I am going at here, though. I don't give a damn what's in those books. I give a damn about being able to do this later. We need archivists, not books. Well, we need books for the archivist, but that's beside the point. We'll get to that later.
I think that Thaddeus is on the right track.
We need an inn. So we need to do something for him, like we originally said we were going to do, and then strike a deal with him to potentially grab an archivist to travel along with us to obtain new knowledge as we explore new lands. And in that way, we have an archivist.
Hey.
A potential researcher.
I'm not there, so you do you.
That works. We'll do that. If not, eat his brain.
I've been given permission.
I'm kidding.
Take it back.
You can't take it back now, bro. You fucked up. Okay, I'm going back to mute so I can scream a little.
Okie dokie. So back in the game.
I just accidentally went myself. Goddamn it. Anyway, sorry.
Bashner was the person that was about to speak.
Not that.
Above the table again. How far away is that castle? I don't remember.
It's a few days through, like, skyship travel. So you can only imagine how long it would take to get through that dense dinosaur-populated jungle with, like, carts and shit.
Yes.
I mean, on that same note, you're not using the navigator and, like, hopping planes, but still.
Yeah, I was wondering if that would make it faster or if that'd just be
Oh,
pointless. If it would be worth it to use the navigator or not.
Depends on what your goal is.
To hop back and forth to deliver all the books as quickly as possible. In which case, we're making multiple hops through the Sea of Stars, which means multiple chances that we're going to be attacked by something, which doesn't exactly make it seem worth it.
You would be done in, like, a day.
Yeah. Which makes it look even better.
We're going.
Somebody talk in character.
Am I picking up? Okay, here we go.
Mosh mosh.
Okay, let's see if we get you these books.
Yes.
Since you're not willing to part with this place. Do you have any anyone who would like to join?
They'll kind of furrow their brow. What exactly are you asking for?
Someone to travel along with us.
And
Pass knowledge only to us two. Instead of having to constantly back here.
an in-house archivist.
Yes, please.
And in exchange for their services, you're looking to pay the contents of the library that you have recently uncovered. In essence, forming an alliance with this archive and yourselves.
Well, I do want to, at some point, get in alignment with elves as well. And it's a lot harder than... it's a lot harder than it looks.
If finding knowledge is a primary or a thing that happens on your adventures, I'm sure I could talk to some people and get a number of archivists to set up shop in somewhere, and so long as you bring books to them or to here, it would fulfill the terms of a bargain and you'd have access to whatever it is they knew. Is that what you're asking for?
Essentially, yes.
I will go talk to the right people. In the meantime, do you have the library with you this time, or do you have to go back and get it?
I'll have to go back, but it won't
Very well.
take too long.
I'll talk to my people and you go get those books. Or do you need us to send some carts that way?
We can go get the books.
Very well.
I just have one question.
What is your question?
You keep using the word archive. Is it a private archive?
This is the Grand
Or-
Archive of Bellenue. It is technically its own body. We have a seat in the council.
Okay.
Different government types.
I have heard a little bit about your council. Not that I understand it too too much.
Institutions of particular note in regions each have a representative who they go on a spiel. How much do you actually want to know?
How does
the
one
council,
get a seat?
big organizations make up the council, and
Okay,
they vote
I
on
think that
regulations.
Thaddeus is information. Yours was a how-to. What's the information that you want?
I was going to ask if we'd have access to the books that are put in the archive. That was my main question that I was going to get to eventually.
Okay, I thought you were asking for, like, information on, like, the government structure.
No, I don't care about.
Because they're
I don't care
expositing
about
all of that, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it.
it. I wasn't going to stop. I was going to let them go off, get the footnotes. You know.
But, like, basically it works as a council setup where individuals from the more powerful organizations and regions all, like, have a, I'm forgetting the word for it. Come on.
Meeting.
I don't want to say Congress, but it's very much that. It's a what the fuck's it called? Senate. They have a Senate comprised of senators, which are from either the regions or important organizations.
Wouldn't that be more similar to the House of Representatives because they're all representatives of their organizations?
Same difference, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. How many organizations are there? I don't know if that's public knowledge or not, actually.
There are certain things I have written down because shit matters.
Right, I should take a note of this. Give me a second.
Oh.
Bella.
There are 5 Grand Chancellors, and there's about 25 smaller senators.
You say Grand Chancellors?
Yes.
And the archive is one of them. Okay, very well. Oh, then, what I was getting to was with the knowledge contained in the book in this library that we're going to go read for you be accessible to the public, or could we access it in some way?
Yes, after we go through and determine if there's anything that must be kept away from the public eye, the rest of it will easily be given access to, since you are part of the individuals bringing us the knowledge itself and seemingly striking an alliance with us in particular. Then you would get access to the stuff that we would also try to keep from public knowledge.
Oh, okay. I have no further questions. I have no complaints. That was my biggest worry, that there might be something important considering what's going on in the world nowadays.
Well, I cannot attest for how quickly it'll go through. It takes time to read, you understand.
Our work take time. But if it was, I don't know, something important that eventually down the road.
Yes.
Yeah. We already know that the Crystal Plague is coming back. What if another
Sorry, what?
something from that time? The Crystal Plague?
I have vague recollection.
As I understand it, a lot of the beasts back in that time period were crystallized, like quite literally turned into living crystals.
What I have from my recollection of it as well.
And we have received notice that that is going to happen again soon. Like very soon.
That's not good.
So we're looking for ways to stop it.
Understatement of the year.
Or at least hinder it in some way. And if that can come back, the other things that have happened in the past could potentially
So it
come
sounds like you should go get those books.
back. Yeah.
I'll put in and I'll try to make me make fast. You go now.
Where exactly do you want them dropped off?
Here.
Like, do you want us to bring them in through the front door?
That'll work.
Very well. You're all ready to go?
I'd say.
You say your goodbyes and then you walk the same direction for a vast majority of your way at the trip.
How long have you been working here? Or do you own the place? Are you the representative?
I'm simply an expert in my field. I've been here for a very long time.
I'm not going to make this 2 hours. I'm just going to say general small talk.
Oh
all
no,
the
go
way
on,
as
Daddy.
ridiculous.
Everyone has agreed that rolling dice in this dice rolling game is the worst thing about this dice rolling game. So,
Correct. Absolutely.
Sure.
In a very long time, that's sort of rude. Never mind.
strikes it back up again.
Is this the first you're hearing about the Crystal Plague coming back?
It returning,
thought we
yes.
made-
That's not something that I've been made aware of.
I thought we made sure that all the countries were aware of it.
People have been doomsaying for years, but if you individuals are able to go and clear out the place that I sent you, that I was sending adventurers to, then there might be some credibility to your words that aren't present in the standard doomsayer.
feel like I should question a lot of things about that place. For example, ghosts. Why?
Well, since this is actually exactly the person to ask. The ghosts that it was a temple in its early days that was then transformed into a more militant area. The Xiphus, they like to hoard knowledge. I imagine that there was also a crypt next to the library, if it followed their standard procedure.
Well, standard procedure back then?
Yes, the gods and their worships has remained largely unchanged.
Very well. You wouldn't happen to know anything about? I'm trying to ask about the soul stones.
Without asking about the souls.
Without asking about soul stones.
Go on, tell them
You
that
know
you
what?
found a shiny rock.
You
I
know, that's a
don't
good
wanna
way
know.
to phrase it. About some shiny rocks that give people extra abilities, supernatural
Oh,
abilities.
You're asking that out loud?
No, I'm actually just gonna pull out my soul stone. Things like these.
No, my god.
Is that a... You make it glow?
I try to make it glow.
You can make it glow. By the gods.
We happened to find one in the temple, like you said, library place, in the castle.
Do you have it here? Might I look at it?
At least I think we found one. I'm not sure. It's a weird thing that was shiny and glowy, and it dropped a rock when it died.
Do you have it here? Might I look upon it?
That's a good question that should be asked.
Feel like you're being cagey.
No, I mean that was
Out of character.
above table, out of character. Yeah, that's a good question that should be asked. Hey, do you want to reveal yourself right now? Ina,
What?
you're the one with that stone. Do you want to
Yeah.
reveal yourself now?
Did you have to say it like that?
It's Shirts and shoes are required in the library at all times, young lady.
God damn it, Eric, Jesus.
I mean, I don't have to. I can make up some sort of elaborate lie that definitely will not get
It's not like you're already in a hole and have revealed that you have one in your hand. That works.
Oh yeah, no.
Dig the hole deeper.
I mean, I just have my own. I don't think I can touch any other one. I don't think they particularly care for sharing vessels. Or whatever it is. I like to be close to each other, not too close. If you understand what I mean.
I don't. You have one that did you receive one from this fortress?
Yes.
Is it on your person or do you have it with you?
No, I cannot pick one up. I can only pick up one. Cannot touch a second one.
So you left it there.
Yes.
I didn't collect it because I couldn't collect it. I don't know if any of our associates did.
She's saying that you left it there. It is a shame. I would have loved to have examined it.
Don't think you would want to do that.
Being oddly
Um,
cagey. You should probably
No,
stop while you're at
I'm
it.
gonna explain. A couple of people have tried to examine mine, and it attacked them. Strangely enough,
I'm sorry.
I could actively attack them, drain life force from them. So I don't typically let people touch my own stone.
That warrants further examination, but perhaps not by me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a warning I give every time I have to try to explain this.
This conversation will continue until you tell me to stop.
I was just walking at this point.
Basically.
I just had to ask a question.
Okay.
Actually, you never answered my question. You seem to recognize it when I pulled it out. Do you know anything about it?
I've read texts
Them?
describing them.
Jesus Christ.
This is
What all
Thaddeus and his misadventures.
This is
Every
why
time.
I don't lead anything. Because I will go on a tangent for forever. Tell me to stop whenever. I just want information. That's all.
No, man, I'm just gonna carry on. I'm never gonna stop it. Somebody else has to.
You're all there. You all... Send you read text about them. What all did you read exactly? Anything, important or damning?
Regarding what?
Stones or creation.
They exposit information you already have. Ina doesn't have it. I don't feel like saying it right now. One of y'all can do it some other time.
Cool. Nothing new?
Nah.
Cool. I'm done. I'm done. I'll just...
You make it outside. The incredibly confused orc that's gone along with you, his eyes refocusing.
Did you find a good book?
What?
You find a good book to read?
I'll be honest, I wasn't really looking, I was just along.
Fair.
I saw what happened to the squirrel and I got really scared, honestly.
I don't blame you. Not at all.
They give a small and quick nod.
Well, we're headed back to the ship.
You head back to the ship.
What I mean to say is, I'm going to jump us through the Sea of Stars back to the library. Just because I want to get it over with.
Extra
Surprising real quick.
planar travel. Okie dokie. Jodak, you get everything word up. Word? Is that the right word? I don't know.
No, it's were.
Word. There's like a word, there's like an id.
But I can't say word. It's were.
World?
There's only one fucking... There we go. Okay, so...
I'm confused.
Alright, so you...
1 second. Go check on
Alright, I guess we're still going.
That was good.
Alright,
That was really good. I love that.
the boat starts moving like it's supposed to. You get it skyward, then it begins to vibrate, and into
Let's
the
wear it
sea
up.
of stars. You go. Roll for calamity. There is none. Travel time from your current destination to over there. Like an hour. Travel is uneventful. You apparate in the sky above the fortress. Dora, you see a ship up there. Just all of a sudden.
Why didn't we do this the first time?
I'm just tapping my foot, waiting on people to fucking hurry the fuck up.
Now you're aware that it
No.
apparates, but you've never actually like seen a skyship just fucking up here. So it is a little jarring.
1 second ago.
Just like, oh, there's a oh, never mind.
Yeah, Medina's got a thing, but I think that this is largely fast-forwardy stuff anyway. So then, I guess, secondary in command, this would probably be Jodak, so direct the troops, tell them what the fuck to do.
No, why do I have to do it? Okay,
Because you're Vashnir's person in charge of apparently talking to people and thinky things.
No,
I am the worst person for this.
I was
Too
about
bad.
to say mistakes were made.
Well,
worked
we have
out
plenty
so
of
far.
Orky boys. But I don't want the Orc boys to go mess with any of the books, because I don't want them to break or tear them apart.
Oh.
So instead, you want to go touch more dusty books?
Well, I don't know. Some people say that they've like read them and then they get faster, stronger, smarter. Could be smart.
I think Peon has a book like that.
Think he does. Think he finished reading it. I'm gonna go ask him if I can read that.
You do that. Until then, I'm going to go grab the little robot men.
A short time later, Peon and Orc walks over to you. Hey, Peon.
Hello.
Didn't you have like a book thing that made you better at something?
Yeah.
I borrowed
Yeah, I
that.
did. Can you beat me in rock, paper, scissors?
Probably not, but I can try.
Let's go. Best 2 out of 3.
Okay, Caleb, on your Discord thing, put down your answer. And then On3 will just send it.
There's emojis.
Shut up.
I'm
There's
ready.
emojis
This
for
is how we do this. You shut up.
You don't have to type.
James'
Shut
dog
up, James.
scared the shit out of me.
Caleb, you ready?
Yeah.
On go, we
3.
both hit send. I guess James can count.
Yeah, kinda sometimes.
Wait,
3,
what's going on? What's going on?
2, 1, go.
What is happening?
No! The
I'm
orc
gonna
was
be right
afraid.
back.
The orc throws rock. Peon throws parchment. Oh,
I win. Here's the book.
cool.
I thought it was. Never mind.
I thought it was best 2 out of 3.
The voices in our head are telling us we need to compete more.
I take the book back.
no.
Actually, actually, you gotta beat me in a game of chess.
We can do that.
How do I do that?
It's not 3. I don't know. So rock, paper, scissors again.
Okay.
Answers at the ready.
Typing! I have typed!
Are you ready?
Very well.
3, 2, 1, go.
I misspelled it. I misspelled parchment.
The orc sticks with rock. Good old rock. Nothing beats rock.
Nothing beats red.
Except
And,
for covering it in parchment.
and then Peon tosses out parchit.
Okay, now I give him the book 'cause I've won now officially. The
Okay,
voice is gonna be quiet now.
How does this work? Do I just read it and then
Mm-hmm. The
he
simple
nods?
read.
He nods. A look of dread crosses his face.
You can do it, champ. I believe in you. Here's a squirrel to keep you company.
Hello there. And he like picks it up with one hand and at the other hand like pats his head with a finger.
Hell yeah.
And in the process drops the book.
I think you dropped something.
Oh, sorry. Pick it up. Put it in the satchel. I'll get this back to you whenever I get done with it, okay?
Alright. Have fun.
Thank you, goodbye.
Goodbye.
You walk away.
They weren't.
Bap.
Nothing beats rock. So, Medina is supposedly still busy, which is fair. So, Jodak, what's happening? We got a little distracted there because
I
we're
am
gonna
needing
get
robots to
Okay.
go grab books
very
and then taking them.
very systematically create path, grab as many books as possible. There's only 50 of them. That's gonna be a while. You don't want the orcs messing with them, but you probably can have the orcs moving corpses. I don't know what Tadori's been having them do in these couple days.
Patrol the halls, make sure all the undead are gone.
Okay, so making sure things are whatever, not like corpse cleanup duty and make serviceable for later. Just make sure nothing else appears.
Make sure nothing else appears and I can clean up the corpses. It's not a problem.
It's a lot of shoving. Have you ever tried to move an armored fucking Stegosaurus?
Have you ever thought that I could just teleport my problems away?
Can't do that infinitely.
No. Not infinitely, but enough times.
Also, what are you teleporting them away with?
Nothing, it was a joke.
Ah,
Though they do count as objects, and I can put down a teleportation sigil, and just, like, the circle, and then just send them to somewhere else.
oh, I see. How much diamonds do you have in order to be able to do that? Guess it's expended each time.
Oh.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yo.
About teleportation circle. Is it a one-time use spell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
unless
it?
you cast it on that spot for every day for a year.
Mm.
Then it's permanent.
I wasn't sure if there was a spell that just made like a little temporary gate from one place to another.
Well, that's
that
called
lasted
gate.
for-
That's a much higher level spell.
But it's called
that?
gate.
Yeah, it like makes a portal that lasts a little bit.
It literally makes a door
Huh.
that you can just walk through that lasts for like a minute or something.
It only lasts for a minute.
Do a
but
lot
it's
in a
ninth
minute.
level spell.
You could do a lot in a minute.
And that's
And
awesome.
it's like a 7th or 8th level spell.
And you can
Ninth
also
level
like
spell.
just drop it on things. Like if you're like, we need to go kill this dragon, you could find somebody that could cast gate or be able to cast gate yourselves, get like a scroll or something, prepare an army to all fucking run through and be like, I summon this gate at this dragon. Then it doesn't matter if you know where the dragon is. It's just there at it.
Yep. Correct.
Fair enough. That
It just
does make
can't
a
go
better
through
spell.
planes.
It
Can.
can indeed go through planes.
Can it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So like theoretically, you could be in the plane of water and be like, I'm gonna ruin someone's life.
Or
And then for
you
the
could
next
be in the
minute,
plane
just
of
blah, blah,
water
blah.
Or you could be in the plane of water and go, hey, you know what I want to do? Fuck up both the plane of water and fire.
Yeah.
Make it really wet for a whole minute.
Okay, I'm back.
Whoa! We've been bullshitting about the spell gate.
They are currently moving the books and, to a lesser degree, bodies, and
wasn't a
getting
priority.
things ready for transport.
Dory doesn't give a shit about dead things.
Assuming that you leave the cargo bay like empty, except for like your current cargo, which is books, you can probably get like a third of this library all just kind of crammed in there.
That's a new spell. Third of the library?
It takes
Third of the library.
And that takes about 6 hours to do.
Do you have any other space anywhere on the ship?
If you want to make things perilous for walking around or like unsafe storage conditions, yeah.
We have a bunch of orcs. We're not doing that.
Well, it's not even like a bunch of orcs. You are A, in a skyship. These are books. And B, going to the Sea of Stars where shit happens.
That too. So I'm taking the third back to the library.
Okay. Are you just
Hoping
rinsing
they're
and
still
repeating?
open.
And
Yeah.
okay. And I can assume that everybody except Tadori is going along on every trip?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm keeping the metal robots, and since I made sure that everything is cleared out, I'm gonna now make sure that everything is clean.
Okay. It's gonna take another about 6 hours in order to do this, and you're gonna have to do this multiple times. So are you just jaunting back and forth Sea of Stars each time?
Yeah. Yeah, just see if stars each time.
I think that someone has said that there is a limit on the safe number of jaunts on your vehicle. And I feel like that limit is 3.
I do not believe you have mentioned this limit before today.
I think it might have been in passing, some other. Know that it's came up in some source of it. But I also know that like these sources, you just can't just do it infinitely. You're gonna have some problems. The ship needs to cool down and get ready to do stuff again. But I don't remember what I said the number was on your particular vessel.
Interesting.
But eventually the engineer will come out and yell at you.
Alright. We just won't jump into the Sea of Stars again then.
But let me see if anything happens throughout the trips that you do make. Assuming you're just rinsing and repeating.
Yeah.
On your way back toward the library.
Which library?
Fair question. The one you are delivering things to.
Yeah.
Not this first time, but like the time after that. To where there's only like a third left in the actual like fortress.
Mhm.
The ship runs into an area of the Sea of Stars where it immediately slows down.
The first instinct was to ask someone about this, see if they knew what it was. So I will do that. I will ask the Magic 8-Ball if there are any slow pockets in the Sea of Stars.
You'll see it kind of illuminate, the little smoke just giving off a light grayish glow at this point in time. And then you'll hear a voice say, "My information on the Sea of Stars is quite limited."
Limited, but not non-existent.
My information on the Sea of Stars is quite limited.
Understood. Is there anything notable besides just us being a little bit slower?
If you like get out of the captain's quarters and like look along the side, you can see that there's like some sort of a residue that's sticking to the side of the ship.
Don't need it.
I wasn't
Do.
going. If you could try it. You never know. Could be honey. The space beast could have vomited a bunch of honey on our ship.
Just writing it out.
Just writing it out. I feel I need to collect some of it.
Okay.
Like in a vial or something. Like
My assumption is ropes and climbing, and then just a glass vial and some sort of like a scraper tool.
Yeah.
Cool. This is actually some fine, like, dexterity involved here. Would you like to make a dexterity check or an acrobatics check? Of the two.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Of the two, acrobatics.
You have to roll dice in this dice rolling game.
Oh no, I have to roll dice in this
Yeah,
dice
I
rolling
know.
game. 24.
24. Alright, you don't slip and find out what this stuff does. You put a somewhat small amount of it into a vial that you had on hand, probably like an old healing potion that you've since utilized, and recork it. The problem is, the scraper that it's on immediately becomes, like, heavy. Like, almost unbearingly so. And though it does manage to scrape off contents of it into the vial, which the vial then does get, like, a little bit heavier, but the scraper's more effective. But there's some stuff on there that simply will not remove itself. If you've ever played Oblivion, it's like that one ring in the well.
You think I've played Oblivion?
In Oblivion,
One
there's a
that-
quest where someone's like,
Yeah.
hey, there's a ring that they dropped in the well. Go bring it to me. And it weighs
The one-
700 pounds.
Yeah, specifically for one of the mages guild.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want you to go a mage. He wants you
He's,
to drown.
it's someone trying to get you killed.
So, after I get some of it off into the vial, does the scraper's weight change at all?
No, it's just oppressive. Like, you feel like you can't climb back up with this thing on your person. Vial isn't that bad.
The vial isn't that bad. I'll just keep. Ooh, wait. Yeah, I'll just keep the. Wait. Wait a second.
Uh-huh.
Portable holes can go on any flat surface. Side of a ship is technically a flat surface. Could I put a portable hole on the side of the ship and then throw the vial, the scraper into the portable hole?
Alright, one hand holds the scraper, another hand holds the vial which you've managed to cork. The rope is, I guess, tied to your waist, because the gods are kind.
Gods are kind to me. Hello. No, I can't do that anymore, can I?
How do you do this?
Of course, I telekinesis, but I can't. So, I don't need the scraper. So I am not upset if I just abandon it.
Goodbye. Whoosh.
Goodbye.
It sits on top of the quote-unquote water for a while before
Did it make a splash?
it went.
Oh,
It almost went thunk. Like, whenever it landed, it was very much like, another movie you haven't seen. Whenever the ring lands in the fires of Mount Doom, it, like, lands on a little floaty rock thing for some reason. So then it sits there for a moment, and then it breaks apart, and then it falls down. That's basically what that did.
I've seen the scene. Which means I probably watched the movie once upon a time. I just don't remember it. Probably.
But that's what happened.
But that's what happened. Scraper's gone. Bye bye, Scraper. But I got the vial at least, so.
Yeah.
Climb back up if I can.
Yeah.
Climb
Manage.
back up. Interesting thing that I will look at later. Then we're just gonna try to power through the slime, unless we are significantly slower than we originally were.
You are significantly slower. It's gonna be a minute. Just keep powering through.
So have we dropped from like 100% speed to like 5%?
It feels like that. Probably somewhere in there. It's not great. It sucks.
Probably shouldn't power through it and just drop out the Sea of Stars. That might be faster. Also, it's less risky for us.
You tell me what you're doing.
That is the decision I have come to. I'm just gonna drop us out of the Sea of Stars. Carry
Yes.
the rest of the way. Manually, physically.
Okay. I should note this. How you travel on the Sea of Stars, they have explained in terms that you're not fully aware of. That they don't really like to use the flying engine part while they're there. So most of the time you're actually just going along on like the thrusters alone. And just floating along in the water, utilizing the fact that you're in a boat.
Right?
So that's why things are able to touch you. So are you going from ground and then shifting it back?
Explain ground.
As in sea water level. Staying in the muck.
At water level? I want to try to fly out the muck.
Okay. So in that case, I need you to make a, basically a piloting check to see if you can manage to get the boat to do so.
So, just a d20?
Probably add your intelligence, I'd imagine. Unless you'd rather add your dexterity because you're a nerd.
I mean, same number.
Cool.
10.
Plus?
10.
Okay. You hear the thrusters begin to try to activate, and now you can kind of like hear and feel the ship straining and like begin shuddering as it's unable to pull upward. Like stuff on your desk starts kind of shimmying and falling off. Outside you can see an orc panicking while he's trying to read, while another one is just sitting on the deck trying to read and just like being moved slowly along.
Are we trying to read the same book?
Probably.
It sounds like it's potentially damaging to the ship. So, you just have to deal with it until we get to our destination.
So you turn that part off?
Yeah.
Alright. This causes this particular trip to take 2 days in the Sea of Stars. You're lucky you're going such a small distance.
Yes, indeed. What
But
was our limit? 3 weeks or a week?
1 week, and then no one has ever seen anyone past that.
Cool.
But yeah, you get through it, and then you flump back to approximately the same time you initially left. Whenever you are piloting the boat, though, because once you get out of the gunk, you reinitiate the flying thing, and then you flump away. That's how you do it to where you don't, like, land in the ground. The ship does steer significantly heavier.
After we land, I need to go check the ship, see if there's still gunk all over it.
You go over to the bottom of it, there is just oozing off of it in very, like, slow drops, this gunk.
Since we're taking the book to the archivist anyway, I'm gonna ask the guy if he would be interested in it. Interested in this.
Basically at this point, you accompany the people
The game.
who are taking things into the library.
I posted.
Saying something, Medina? Or the other people?
Let's talk.
Okay.
Ask a question.
You follow them into the library. They're still getting some of the books. Like, you guys are dropping off a huge amount of stuff that they have to then try to organize. So there's a lot of running around and very gingerly moving things.
Your old archivists, man, anywhere?
You don't see them, but you do see a lot of people.
We went to the counter. I want to go up to the counter to ask them if I can where he is.
They give you a
If
location.
they are there.
It's somewhere nearby the room that you initially found them at.
Off in that direction. I'm trying to speed run this, not take up too much more extra time.
Run, Jodak, run. You make it there. They're busily telling people how to organize their new knowledge.
Hi. That's about 2/3 of the library, I think.
Well, you're currently delivering third number 2.
Yeah. That's about 2/3 of the library. By any chance, do you know what this is? As I wave the vial stuff.
I don't know, some type of gunk.
It's incredibly heavy. Like, incredibly heavy. It
Okay.
makes things heavy. Thought you might know what it was, by any chance.
I do not personally, but if you would like to bring it to the alchemical researcher part of the archive, they might know more. Or if they do not, then you could take it to a research proper. They're in a different part of town, and there's a larger base nearer to the Forbidden Zone that might yield better results.
Interesting. I might go stop by. The last third of the library is going to take a little bit longer to get over here. Just a little bit.
You're already
So
delivering
no.
things far faster than I imagined possible. It's within 24 hours and you've already delivered multiple trips worth of tomes. I'm very impressed.
Well, you seem very eager to have this knowledge, so I wanted to get it to you as fast as possible. You got the capability to do so, so why not? But the last bit of it should take, I don't know, maybe 10 days? Maybe a little bit more?
That's an awful long gap between. Is something wrong?
Like I said, we ran into a little puddle. I want to say a puddle of this stuff. Made us very heavy. Made it a little bit harder to transport a ton of books. It's made the journey a little bit more difficult. So until I can figure out a way to get rid of this, we're kind of stuck.
Very well.
Wait, just want to let you know what's going on. Good luck with your organizing as I walk away. Walk out.
Look out. The camera does not leave you.
Camera does not leave me.
The
I
Lakitu
walk out.
stares into your soul.
It could go anywhere else. Why must it stare at me?
It shrugs.
There's a lot of gunk on the ship. I kind of don't want the gunk on the ship. So I'm just going to scrape at it until I can get most of it off. I have some daggers I can use and spare.
Probably about an hour in. And then one of the orcs will stop, moving books and go, boss, what are you doing?
Found some really heavy mud, and it's really annoying me because it's messing with the aesthetic of the ship.
Okay, weird mud stuff. You want I should find, an alchemist in town or something? And, try to sell it to him? probably help you clear it out.
That is a great idea. That's a great idea. Let's go do that.
You said the word let's, so now I have
Or
to have
you
a
can go
seat.
do that if you
Okay.
want to. Go ahead, go do that.
On
I'm just gonna
second thought,
scrape
let's
this, try
not.
I'm just going to collect some of this for our own records, just so we can have some ourselves.
Okay, I'll be back. And they kind of find a nearby individual that isn't holding books and deliver upon them their load of books, and then they scurry away.
Scrape, scrape, scrape.
They return sometime later with an elf who looks at things, takes out a piece of parchment, writes something on it, puts it into a pouch, and then sometime later, about 10 or 15 other elves appear in like it effectively looks like painting gear. It's not like full hazmat, but they're covering all of their body that they can.
I am slightly more concerned looking at these guys. Hi.
Yes, we're here to collect the stuff.
Do you know what this is by any chance?
Your friend described it as heavy liquid.
It is a very heavy liquid. It makes things heavier.
What makes things heavy is a little different.
I'm going to hand them my dagger that I've been using to scrape at this thing for a while.
They pull up a hand and like bring up their own like paint scraper looking thing.
No, because this one's probably covered in the stuff already.
And that's
So I'll
exactly
just-
why I don't want to touch it.
Fair. Fair enough.
And as they start to do that, you'll see the orc kind of like put a hand on the shoulder of the original elf guy and start talking to him in a low voice. Then they nod back and forth. They have conversations with other people who are doing things. Eventually, the elf gets out a pouch and hands it over to the orc. The orc gives a nod and takes the pouch. So, here's what we're getting for selling this stuff here. Since you said it was something that actually made something else do things instead of just being heavy, I managed to get us a little bit bump on the price.
So how much you get it for? Sell it for?
Oh no,
Ew.
it's quite a lot, yeah. So, we got, like, 20 platinum from it. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no. So, like, you want it, or, like, shall I take it, or kind of this bonus, or...
It's your idea. It was your idea, so... I want to give you 5 platinum for it. Put the rest of it in the ship coffers. 5 platinum's a lot. What do you think?
I think that whatever you tell me now is going to greatly impact my sense of self-worth.
You get nothing!
He's a smart orc. It's just 25 platinum. So you know what? Take 7 platinum. That's all yours. Your idea, you get most of the credit.
Woohoo. I'll put the rest upstairs in your office, and then I guess I'll get back to moving books.
Thank you very much.
Right.
If you want, if you're bored of moving books, you can come help me scrape off.
I guess I'll put this in your
This
office and get
nonsense.
back to moving books. Have a good time.
Fair enough, fair enough. Bye. Don't stab anyone. Unless you want to. Then do. As long as
Conflicting
they consent to it.
message. Just what?
I'll let you get back to moving books. That's all.
Okay.
Scrape.
It takes some time, but eventually Jodak and the individuals that are actually trying to collect this stuff manage to get the hole effectively cleaned off. Probably about 4 hours, I'll be honest. It's now getting pretty late.
Thank you for your help. If you find the use for it, can you please let us know?
Sure, I suppose. Who should I be contacting?
Is it bad that I forgot Vasner's last name? You know the Band of Iron? Stationed in Diakov?
Vaguely. I'd tell that there's a lot of war bands, and you're one of them. If that's who you're talking about.
I suppose so. That's an apt description. I don't have Vasher's last name. Huh. You can just send a message to one of us, any of us.
That doesn't
Isn't
help.
his
Just
last
tell
name
me who
Rock
you are.
Hollow?
Oh yeah, messenger pouches work.
Like, just
I
tell me
forgot.
who
Her
you are.
name here.
Jodak Servo.
Alright.
That'll work.
Insert name here.
You see them write something on a piece of paper, put it in the bag, you feel a weight shift in your diplomat's pouch, pull it out, it's a note that says test.
That's successful, thank you very much. I don't deal with a lot of people with diplomat pouches, so I kind of forgot I had one.
You have a ton of whatever. They give a nod and walk away.
I use it for sending pictures to the orcs, and that's it. That's all I've used it for.
And Therapy Hag and Vashnir, Dodori, everybody.
I use it to send pictures. Hole is clean. I need to fly back to the library. The fortress library, of course.
You want to just have its engines keep going, or because you know that they sounded grumpy after trying to lift off and continue to propel the boat through that muck. Want to just keep them burning, go overnight, then do your stuff there, or just find an
Probably
end?
shouldn't. Find it and let it rest, or I just sleep on the boat,
Either or.
or the other. At the very least, I'm gonna send Dory a message saying that we had some ship troubles. You'll be back eventually.
James either is or is not capable of responding at this time, but I note that he hasn't.
What is James responding to?
Jodak sent message, said, hey, yo, ship problems. We're overnighting in Balanue.
Okay. I'm gonna continue cleaning up the castle.
Every time you clear away one compy, another 4 come out of the rafters. It's awful. They're all dead, thoroughly mashed by the orcs. But still.
Hold on.
Yes.
This may be stupid,
Go on.
but I have a couple things.
There's a big old corpse pit in the bottom of the place that you could just shove everything in?
Correct, that was part of it.
Okay.
If I were to just shove all well, before I do that, do the laser beams that the fucking big guys give off produce heat?
The laser beams that the big guys give off.
The metal guys that I
The
have
metal
here with
guys
me.
produce fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna have all of them bring all of the corpses to that big ass fire pit, and then I'm gonna fucking incinerate them. All of them are gonna stand around the fire pit, because that's what it's gonna be, and they're just gonna turn it to ash.
You shove.
And then turn the ash to ash.
Shove. Flop, 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 flop.
I don't trust any of that. I'm not allowing any of that to be possessed or come back in any undead way. We're not having it. I'm not doing it. It's a perversion. Fuck that shit. Kill it.
Dodori's Relatively smart. Your passive perception is what?
60.
Investigation check is what I require from you.
Okay.
Because you're smart enough to know that that's a lot of smoke, and you don't see a way to not die. if you
19 on
do
the
that.
die.
Alright. So you investigate around, and in a corner of the library, you do eventually find, like, a old-ass looking lever contraption.
Oh, the bottom of the thing is the library?
Yeah.
Then I'll do it outside. But I'll pull the lever anyway.
It's already a big old corpse, but pull the lever,
Oh. Yeah, that.
and you kind of hear some crackling noises as big dust plumes arise and open, and you see some vents on the sides open up.
Cool. I mean, I wasn't gonna be down in here while they burned them all anyway, because I'm smarter than that. But, you know.
Have your metal men over the next however long you've been doing this just push a lot of shit in this big old fucking hole. And then now that it's as full as it currently is, you're just gonna have like probably 8 of them. Sounds like a good number. Stand along the sides and just open up chest
As many
cavity.
as I can do without damaging the books with sheer heat.
Yeah, open up chest cavity, direct fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do that.
And they do that until the pile becomes ash.
It looks like and smells like exactly what you think it does.
I don't care.
But most of the
Oh,
smoke from
smells
it's
like it
actually...
all in the books.
Disgusting.
I lived in the hells. It can't be worse than that.
You lived in the life hells.
I do
Keep
not
this
take
in
back my
mind.
statement. I do not take back my statement.
Wasn't the flame one or the fart one? It's the life one.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a
we
fart
fucked with
hell?
undead constantly. All the time.
No, it's just
Because that's the perversion of life. Is undeath. There's a reason I'm doing this. It's not because I don't like undeath, it's because I don't want to deal with it anymore, because I know how annoying it is.
it's less
burn
on
it.
death and more things that like just can't achieve a state of death. It's there's weird distinctions.
You know what I meant,
But
motherfucker.
it's not your zombies. It's your like Acura regenerator things.
Yeah.
Like Fashionir.
Yeah.
I created I send back a missive after I get the missive I have. I send back a missive. I created an ash pit. That's all he gets.
There already was an ash pit. You just put them in the ash pit.
I created a bigger ash pit.
Didn't change the size of the ash pit.
Mm.
It made it more full.
ash. I put more ash in the ash pit.
There you go. That's the accurate statement.
Eric.
Considering we're ferrying books back and forth, and books turn to ash very easily, I must question whether he is burning books or not.
Guess you're gonna have to find out, aren't you? Because I
So
ain't
then-
answering you.
You write back what?
You get no answer.
Doesn't
Guess
matter.
what?
You send back what that is?
Guess what? What are you burning?
No reply.
Why are you burning?
No reply.
Those scales could have been added to some sort of armor.
No reply.
You
Dino
are burning
scales? Not really a thing. Like at best you get maybe like a shark skin-esque type of thing, but they're not really like scaled creatures. They're not
Oh,
Whatever raptors that have feathers, I'm taking one of the feathers if they're any good.
cool. It's red and blue.
Cool. I like that.
The red is on the bottom striation, and then the blue is at the top.
Cool.
could have had some dino leather armor.
What difference would that make?
You know it's from
It'd
a
be
dinosaur. You
cool,
could
you're
spell it
right.
for more.
But you're no
Because
longer
it's
wearing
unique.
your
But
wyvern
dinos
leather.
are common things.
Doesn't matter. You're overnighting in a tavern or your ship. He's fucking burning bodies, which is fair. It's currently 1:30. Are we continuing?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, what did she do?
The fact that it's 1:30, probably.
Yeah. 1:30 is, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear a word that was said until I heard my name, and then I woke up.
Listen, man. This session has been, we are moving books. What do you want from me?
No, you're good. That's partially why I fell asleep. And then I heard my name, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta be here. What? What's happening?
I can do necessary fast forward to where you guys are done delivering at the very least.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But that doesn't mean I need to roll another dice. Because you're... Okay, after you overnight, are you then going back through Sea of Stars, or are you going back through physical transportation?
I mean, I told the dude it was going to take another 10 days, so I was just going to drive there physically.
Okay, that's another 2 days. I have to see if anything silly happens in the sky.
Right, any rocks?
Not yet. The only rock that's shown up has been the one that ate Bartimus. And that continues to be the case.
I apologize for my microphone. I dropped it.
You're dropping it, shoving it in your mouth, just like a toddler.
Fuck up.
Listen, we all
Poor
do it.
microphone.
It's fine.
I'm trying to eat.
The microphone.
No.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Shut the fuck up.
Alrighty. You guys make it back to today.
I love that bird.
What?
Medina, GIF.
Okay.
I am tired. You've never heard that bird make that noise?
I don't know what you're
Like,
talking
just-
about.
Seeing this GIF, I hear the noise, even though there's no noise.
Okay. You get the last load of books loaded up. Everything smells a little bit like chicken. And you're heading back physically or through the Sea of Stars. Pilot.
I was trying to make a decision.
Pilot.
Through a Sea of Stars.
Sea of
Because why not?
Stars. Encounter table on Sea of Stars. You got lucky.
I want my spider pet. I got cheated out of one before. I need to add one.
Talking about the crabs.
Yeah, it's a crabs.
I don't think you want to do that right now. But
Why not?
because combat takes a long time. And most of your units aren't on station at the moment.
Fair. Very fair.
La.
Make it back. Begin shuttling books inside. Continue fast forward because it is now past 1:30. They're all like, yo, that's cool. Thanks a lot, man. What?
It was past 1:30 when you said it was 1:30.
Yeah? Shut up. Excellent. But you get thanked for your efforts, and then they, as per your request, just assign like 5 guys to go with you. You're requested to take them back to your actual like base of operations, and then they'll maintain correspondence from there. And am I forgetting anything?
Payment?
Well, the payment is
The
collaboration.
people.
Cool.
Yeah. I should probably rephrase the fact that I said payment is people.
Yeah, no, you can do that in other places.
Okay.
It doesn't sound appropriate though.
It's not good, but like it's there.
You're not
Payment is
wrong, but
recruitment
you don't
of
need to
the
say it like
elves.
that.
What'd you say, Medina?
The payment was a recruitment of the elves.
Ow.
So now you have some archivists. You still have a base that's being cleaned up at the moment, but like, aside from the one unit that's currently there with Tadori, it's not like manned. Got a lot of work to do on it. Is there anything else?
That one unit that's with Tadori and Tadori can take on just about anything.
I think that if I toss 3 units at you, you'd probably be done for.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have anything
no,
else.
it's a no.
Alright.
I really want to take the archivist people back to Belanui, to our base of operations in Diakov. Collect some units from there, and then bring them over to the new castle.
Do you want to fast forward dropping them off and grabbing some people there?
Yes.
Okay. You can do that. You can fast forward grabbing, heading to blah 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 blah. Diakov. I gotta roll, see if there's anything in Sea Stars, because it's a longer journey. Nope. They're all very fascinated whenever they get to teleport in there, because, you know, that's weird magical stuff that they don't have access to. But you do. You get them there. Vashnir, are you putting down any orders for anything? The archivists are going to request an archive be constructed.
It'll be done.
Okay. Put that request in for your builders. They start building. What are you grabbing from Nightbringer to head to your as of yet unnamed base? It's next to a mountainside. That makes the wyverns happy, you know. Builders are high priority. If you grab the wyverns, you have to grab the people that make the wyverns happy. Otherwise,
Yeah.
bad.
Can I talk to the therapy hag while I'm here?
You can send her a message. But that's more of like a
Did-
scene. If you want to actually go do that.
A therapy hag? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's therapy
What
hag.
the fuck?
Names give power, and she hasn't given us her name. But she's a hag that likes therapy.
I'll
She's a
Right.
therapist.
say this.
What
If you
kind
grab
of campaign did I join? Jesus.
high fantasy,
We have it all.
um,
I died.
I'll say that if you
Mid-fantasy.
grab, well, it's actually on the high thing. There's a lot of magic, like a lot of magic.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
I was
But-
gonna say we grabbed a couple units of dwarves.
But, like-
You said it's near mountains, so wyverns.
But like, if you grab the wyverns, that's going to basically take up all of your extra cargo space because they're fucking big. And one unit of those guys isn't the full 50; it's a 25. You have a lot of wyverns, though. They're not too concerned about that. But you can grab that many wyverns, get them all trepidatiously on the ship, and then you could probably grab their retainers that are like necessary to set up a new nesting area, and
Yeah,
maybe
right,
one group
yeah.
of builders. If that's what you're trying for.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you send the missive to Therapy Hag that you have something that she needs to give some attention to?
Yeah. After we're done with this stuff, getting all this
Well, like-
unpacked.
But do you like write it to her while you're at Nightbringer?
Yeah.
Because she can fast travel her way to Nightbringer, but not necessarily other places. So after you write her that, you get a note back that says, "Be there momentarily." Then she walks out from behind a corner. And we're continuing the fast forward. You state that there's a problem. They'll say that they'll look at it whenever you finish making it to your new destination, because she wants to check it out.
Okay.
And then everybody hops on the ship, and then you go back toward Belanue. Jaunt. you have a full accompaniment of wyverns that could totally fuck shit up, and nothing happens to fuck up. Ha.
No rolling in this rolling game.
There will be no rolling in this rolling game.
We gotta ever try to attempt to ride a wyvern. Yeah, well, it goes.
Yeah, it's a
Not
chance
in the
for
Sea of
a
Stars, you
wyvern.
won't. That's real dumb. But you
I would not recommend it.
pop back out above the
Fine,
place,
as long as you don't fall off the saddle.
above the fortress in Bellinue. And since you guys have actually, cleared this shit out, Jodak, the ship likes water. There's a river nearby.
Ships
I
can
should
like
land
that.
in the water.
Yeah. Bring it to a landing. And I'm going to go ahead and call session there. Next time you guys will be disembarking.
Drift the ship.
What?
Drift the ship.
Rip the ship?
Drift the ship.
Rift.
Rift the ship.
If the ship.
No
Oh,
wonder.
Jesus.
Spree. I mean, if you push the engines the wrong way, you probably could. But you're much more likely just to sit there and spin around in a circle like a child in a bumper boat.
I would like to do that.
Keep it in mind for whenever you manage to acquire your own skyship.
Ah,
What we'll call it
take
that.
the helm.
Do remember that Therapy Hag is there, and that you have at least one group of builders with you, and a group of wyverns that are eyeing those mountains with their big wyvern eyes. Alright,
Big wyvern eyes.
anything before we close?
I have one final question I need to ask.
Go on.
How much of the heavy mud did I collect?
You probably got about... You stopped with the vials eventually, and you moved on to, flasks. So, let's say you got 5 flasks worth.
Which are several vials.
That's like the
Thank
stuff
you.
you would put, oil in to toss, like a firebomb from Dark Souls size.
So you hit an enemy with.
Fuck that game.
Thank you very
Sorry.
much.
Good weapon.
Anything else?
I could summon 5 of those things, by the way.
What? Oh, you're...
Ooh,
Yeah, uh-huh.
yeah.
Yes. Alrighty.
Oh, just at once. I feel like that'd be a terrible idea.
I don't. Let's get out of here. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.